say does that star span.
And Shams the Jazz adding some real scoring punch in the draft.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama around the Utah Jazz in the NBA. But listen, they held firm. They took Ace Bailey. He has a great opportunity on the wing. I'm told the Jazz are really excited. They feel like he's a perfect addition to really restart their retooling process. And Walter Clayton Jr. as well, the Jazz picked in the first round. He's shown that he can deliver under the pressure in college. Their offense is potentially primed for a lot of growth and progress this year.
Here are the starters for Utah. Walker Kessler out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Silva in at the shooting guard.
Well, when you have the size Kessler has, you just want them to keep giving you the ball inside like that.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. The rebound by Filipowski. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Here's Reeves. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. To stop the run. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. George passes to Markkanen. Picked it out of midair. Now Los Angeles moving it up. James can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Filipowski. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now, here is James. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. And here's Doncic outside. The rebound by Markkanen.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Filipowski with it. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. Silva, that's good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 10-point game. Shams, I know you've had discussions with Commissioner Adam Silver about the league possibly expanding into Europe. Where does that stand?
Well, it's fluid, BA, and Commissioner Adam Silver and other league officials have been very clear to me. It's a process that's going to be measured in years, not necessarily months. There's definitely a sense they want to better serve those fans in Europe, start their own league out there that's NBA affiliated. And that's something the NBA is much more further along in exploring in the days. Weeks and months ahead as opposed to expansion immediately.
Jazz leading by 7. Pass to Kessler. Here's Silva. Oh my goodness! Oh, a two-handed power slam!
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now here's Reeves. 15 in his last outing. And it's Doncic missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Silva. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And the three-pointer goes.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And a chance here to check out some stats for Rui Hachimura. Lakers trail by 12. James deciding where to go with it. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And you know, maybe the most powerful small forward we've ever seen. James easily brushes off contact and completes the play.
Utah leading by 9. George outside. Markkanen against James. Markkanen, the pass to Silva. Just 5 to shoot. Markkanen with a screen on Reeves. Silva can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Vasquez. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And we knew the Lakers had some work to do to balance this roster over the summer, Shams.
Yeah, the Luka trade was widely regarded as a steal, but that came right at the trade deadline, BA, so there was not much time to adjust and find the role players necessary. So now they've had a full offseason to fine-tune the roster, fine-tune the fits. They find the center of the future in DeAndre, a good wing in Jake LaRavia, and also former Defensive Player of the Year, Marcus Smart.
And can we talk about Luka's revenge body?
He's definitely looking a lot more slim, BA.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
On the wing, Reeves, covered by Filipowski. Here's Vasquez. And it's blocked. And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
And here's Reeves outside. Nice start for him. Sinking. His first shot. Here's Silva. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
Yeah, big man with a sweet shooting stroke. Markkanen's skill set at his position is tailor-made for today's league.
And he makes all three.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game. Whoa! Big finish!
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's George. Markkanen, the pass to Filipowski. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Doncic. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint. Just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Here's Silva. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Kessler from downtown. Doncic pulls down the board.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Vasquez. Hey, now 5 for 8. Shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
It's Markkanen on the wing from behind the arc. Now here's Filipowski. George for three. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 11. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Now Doncic. He had 34 points in the win against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scorers. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Markkanen outside from the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, but big injuries. Lakers trail by 10. We've got Marcus Smart. He's out there with Luka Doncic. DeAndre Ayton is out there with James. And it's Vasquez in the power forward. That's the Laker 5. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
George passes to Markkanen. Off target from three-point range. The Lakers have gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter.
So do you sit him with 3 fouls? Big decision for his coach here.
Here's Vasquez, guarded by Markkanen. The baseline J is on the way. Yes, it's good. And that's 13 points for G.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And here's Doncic outside. Here's Vasquez. Lays it up and banks it in. Vasquez has got 15.
How about the energy he showed on the glass? Outworking everyone and getting rewarded.
And Markkanen with the...
Putting that size and the shooting ability to work. Markkanen loves putting up big numbers for his team.
Pass to Aiden. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Here's Vasquez. Silva with a rebound.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
George for three. Drops in the three. George has got his third basket on the night right there.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Here's Vasquez. Takes it inside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Bailey. 20 points for him last game against Chicago. George passes to Bailey. 6 to shoot. Here's Silva, guarded by Doncic. He gets it in there. He's got 14.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro. The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Utah leading by 13. Here's Silva. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Smart. And Utah with a change here, too. Collier's checked in. James, outside. 1:24 left in the second period. Baseline try. Good as the jump shot falls. Vasquez has got 8 points in the quarter. And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, B.A. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, B.A.
Best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Always a pleasure to hear from Shams. He uncovers some stories that no one else is privy to.
Yeah, I've always been a big fan of his reporting. He's a tireless worker, very detailed, and his integrity is second to none.
Here's Reeves. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
First one falls, and the Jazz haven't been past the second round since 2007. Now trying to build a contender.
Well, B.A., they know in the West that's a tall order. They got to be patient and build this thing from the ground up.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
From 10 feet away, it's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Good O, better D. Sometimes it works out that way.
And he lobs it up top. Throw it down on the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Jazz leading by 10. Here's Silva. He's got 17. So the Utah 5 right now. We've got Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler out there with Filipowski. Then there's George, and it's Silva in at the 2.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
A nice shot by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 10 points.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Here's James. This one for 3. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
George passes to Filipowski. Here's Silva. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
That free throw misses. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Markkanen, the pass to Silva. Rebound, the Lakers. Vasquez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Shoots over George. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 26 points for G.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. George for 3. The Jazz again can't hit. Lakers trail by 9. Floats one up. Oh, how about the teardrop from Luka?
This is Doncic's pure shooting ability in action, making it look easy with that nice floater.
Utah moving the ball around. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Keontae George.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
Boy, he hasn't been able to capitalize on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw. The free throw off from Doncic.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of a few guys in that category.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Luka Doncic talked about wearing purple and gold. He said it's the Lakers. So many past legends, so many championships. You don't come here for anything else. So I have everything left to prove, and that's the goal. I get to play in the greatest club in the world, and I'm excited for this new journey. Back to you guys.
A new beginning. Thank you, Allie. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They led by as many as 18. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, let's check out the best NBA teams from the field this season. 5th on the list, Los Angeles.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Here's Silva. And it's off from 3-point range. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Vasquez. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That one on Kessler.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
George drives in, and George with the jam.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The 3. Kessler down low. Is covered by Ayton. Clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Here's Silva. Gets the 3 to fall. Silva's got 22.
Well, they expect this from him. and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
And here's Reeves. 7 points in the game. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Reeves has got 10 points in the game.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Pass to Markkanen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lakers trail by 4. Good drive by Reeves. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And just a deceptively good athlete with impressive quickness. Reeves gets to the bucket in no time.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Silva passes to Filipowski. Markkanen from long range. Vasquez grabs a miss. Vasquez has got 9 rebounds now. Pass break, Utah. Here's Silva. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done...
You got one more. Hey, D up bottom, hey!
Let's do it.
Step out of it! Hey, shot!
And there's the lob, the steal. Here's Collier, defended by Smart, and finished off by Kessler.
Well, it doesn't take much for Kessler to catch that lob and slam it home.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the paint. Here's Vasquez. Some solid defense from Filipowski. Utah with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Smart outside. Doncic passes to G. James, a screen on Markkanen. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One for...
Oh, that's all you, boy. Can't fake you. Pick. Get that. Shot. Shut up. Boy. Hey, right here. I got your help. Good boy. No. Watch the pick. Yep. Flash. Give him that. Nurk it. Set up. Hey, yo, right there. Stay there. Pick coming. Ball. That's you.
Body up on him.
Step out. No. Hey, set one. Corner. Who's watching here? You know what's up. Switch. Too strong.
Hey, D up on Smart.
Set it up. Screen coming. Watch him. There you go. Yeah, boy. Box up.
Mine.
Pick coming. Who's watching it?
Let's do it.
Hey. Screen.
Lakers trail by 10. Now here's Doncic. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And they've got all the confidence in the world letting Luka run the pick and roll. Just a top-notch decision maker.
The Jazz have gone 6 for 11 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Silva. He's covered by Reeves. Silva, that's good.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Doncic with it. Pass to James. Fires from deep. And there's Doncic. That's good. On the assist from James. Doncic has got 29 points. Jazz leading by 7. George scanning the floor. Here's Silva, all alone. Again, Utah, good for 2.
Well, his offense is carrying them. Right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Doncic, and again, it's the Lakers.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. The 3 is up. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 7 assists in the game.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from Rain.
Doncic throwing his weight around.
Knowing his team needs a lift, he's putting them on his back.
Utah has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Markkanen. George for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since. Ooh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And man, they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he's... saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. And so it's the Lakers with it. 6-point game. Smart outside. James outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Lakers trail by 7. To the middle. Intercepted! Here's Markkanen. James with the rebound. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the drive. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, an absolute terror driving inside. James dares defenders to get physical with him. And sometimes they have no choice.
Both free throws good from James. Utah leading by 5. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Doncic can't get the 3. Utah leading by 8. Now Kessler. Now George. Marking it outside. Rebounded by Doncic.
Well, you got to be able to finish stronger than that. But credit the defense.
Yes, sir! LeBron James!
The timing LeBron possesses is second to none. Fantastic at measuring when to go for alley-oops.
George fires!
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
That's good from George.
At the line for the Jazz.
He does not get the second one.
An intriguing young talent. George's upside as a scorer is especially enticing.
Here's Doncic. Outside Smart. Shoots a 3. Kessler with a rebound. Utah leading by 7. And he slams it down.
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
Here's Silva, defended by Smart. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Rebounded by Markkanen.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Banks it home. Big shot.
Well, this is something George does a good job of, creating chances for others to score.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Doncic knocks down the trifecta.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
Marking it outside. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that puts them up 5. And Los Angeles making a change here. Ayton's checked in. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. And he adds some cushion to their lead.
Rebound. By Markkanen. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. Reeves is checked in for Smart. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Oh, the shot is off. And Utah calls time here. They're in front by 6. That'll be a 5-second call. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Make some noise for your Lakers high school.
And it's the Lakers' ball. 6-point game.
The triple drop. Clutch play by Doncic. He's been doing this since he was a kid.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Here's Reeves. No good. Couldn't tie it up. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And so, Bill Hardy calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. James outside from deep. That's off.
You know, I'm just not sure what the thought process was there, but it earns them a technical foul. It's all about getting a three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missed them both. Doncic! Yes! Sir with the three.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Reeves and LeBron out on the perimeter. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Vasquez in at the... Four. Here's Silva. He's covered by Reeves. From 7. No. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting the rock at 58%. Utah is shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Bucket! Straight in!
I like seeing Markkanen move the ball like this, wanting to get his teammates going.
The Lakers trail. On the wing, Reeves. Doncic outside. Here's Vasquez, covered by Filipowski. Lets it fly from 18. Bucket!
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Lauri Markkanen, and he drops the first.
At the line for 2, Vasquez.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field as OT gets going. Yes, sir! Count it!
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Lakers trail by 4. Here's Vasquez. On the take. Jams it home!
All he... was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
George fires. The free is in.
Well, with a little bit of room, George can splash it down. A fearless shooter.
Oh, the baby hook. Nice.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Jazz leading by 3. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
You know what's happening.
Here's George. Now here's Kessler. Markkanen outside. The three-pointer is true from Markkanen.
Yeah, Markkanen staying after it. He has got it going.
Doncic outside. And yes, sir. Matching three-pointers. Wow.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Lakers trail by 5. Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes in. Here's Reeves. Let's loose for 3. Oh, it's off.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Here's Silva. He's covered by Reeves. Cast it in from 7 feet out.
Well, he knows how to be forceful inside. Once he gets the ball down there, he is eager to attack.
George against Doncic. He shoots. Ooh, it misses. Jazz leading by 7. They double-team George. And stolen by Reeves. Owning the post right there.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Silva. And another one. And that gives him 51.
making it look easy.
And the Lakers have possession. They trail by 9. Here's Vasquez. George defending. Now Doncic. It's off.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
Here's Silva. He's covered by Reeves. So we see Utah get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.